Hello. So now I'll talk about the case system in Ukrainian, maybe the most challenging part for learners. So now I think it would be very good for me to pronounce words very quietly, because when I today wrote subtitles for my previous video, when I saw most of my grammatical mistakes in English and such, it wasn't very I wasn't very happy for this reason. So today the other theme will be word structure, but I don't know when my camera would say that the battery is over. Goodbye. Yeah. So, cases. Nominative case is like infinitive. So it's like infinitive is a verb. It is unchanged form. It is a dictionary form of the noun or pronoun. So, and also I remembered we also can speak about gender in Ukrainian. It's also what it isn't in English, but it is very important in Ukrainian. So nominative case is like infinitive, so it's like, let's see, like я, it's I, it's I. The only case that English language has is genitive. For pronouns, it's formed by changing form, like me, and in the other nouns it is not common to have this gender, but I think that apostrophe s is like this. So for example, or you can say of something. When in English it is of something, in Ukrainian it would be without an analog of. It would be like мене, of me. So мене. Or simply me. So accusative. Accusative is when you see, hear, or find something. So it's when you feel. So it's like feeling something with. So it's like when you feel something. So as in Ukrainian it's also for мене. I see me, maybe in English, or myself. I see me, maybe. It's мене in Ukrainian. Я бачу мене. I see me. I see you. Ну, я бачу тебе. So it's like you see, feel. It's like this. See, hear, feel. Dative. It's when you give something to someone. So dative case is like I give you. So in English, in Ukrainian it wouldn't be я даю ти, it would be я даю тобі, or in this case я даю мені, ти даєш мені, it would be more. So you give me, ти даєш мені. So nominative, genitive, accusative, dative. It's like to me. So in English it's like to me. So or for me. Like you make present for someone. It would be also this case. You write something for someone. So to someone or for someone, or to something or for something. Instrumental case is when this thing is your instrument. It's like by or with. It's like by something or with something. So it's like this. Prepositional case is the same as the dative case. In this case, in some other cases it can be different. I remember this, that it can be different, but I can be untrue. But in this case, in the prepositional and dative cases are similar, are the same. So it's like when the word is an object for a preposition, like in English it would be on me, but in Ukrainian it would be на мені, на мені. Like on me, on, in, at. So any preposition under, but not near. When you use near, you use I think a special form. So it would be near in Ukrainian is біля. It would be біля мене. It's like мене, but with stress in this. Біля мене. But it's a exception. Мене, тебе. Біля мене, біля тебе. And only these words, I think, have this exception. In the other cases, it would be like genitive. So, біля нас, біля машини, near car, near us. It would be like genitive. So, these words are only two exceptions of this rule. So, vocative case, it's like when you call someone. So, it's like, hey, Andrew. In Ukrainian, it would be when you call someone. It would be so. In this case, this case is it's like nominative, but in other cases, for most words there are a separate case, but we do not use it much in the speech. Maybe because of influence of Russian, where there is no this case. But I know that this case remained in close to Slavic Baltic languages, and there it is. So these are cases. Learn them, and it would be easier for you to sound like a native and to be understood. So next theme will be gender. There are 3 genders in Ukrainian. It's masculine, feminine, or neuter. So I do not know exact rules, but feminine is ending with a or ya. Masculine and neuter, but neuter can be also ended by with ya, but more frequently it is ended with o. It ends with o, and masculine usually ends in a consonant, but also can end in a o or consonant. So I think there are no rules for this, but when you see the word ending in a and mostly in ya, except for maybe the neuter noun can be end with a only when it is a child or child of an animal. So when it is a child or a child of an animal, then it ends with ya. In all other cases it ends with o, in e. So, but feminine, but also it can end in a consonant. Yeah, there are no rules, but you must memorize it. Maybe Google it, I think. Maybe there are rules, but to memorize in gender, I think it is not so hard. And when you can't remember gender, use these rules maybe. But what I know that when you see a word ending in a consonant, maybe in 90% it's masculine. When you see a word ending in an a, it may be 99% that it is a feminine word. So, for those who do not know this my handwritten ya, but all the other letters for most reasons are the same as literary. The literary, yeah, and you don't remember, handwritten is like this. So you see, in each language there is a word to write. There is a way to write differently. So this is three genders. The easiest, what would be? That neutered is really childs or childs of animals. Masculine, it is all which is connected to masculine in English also, which you use he for it. Yeah. And feminine, it is like of all that you use she. It's like father, mother, and child. Yeah. But all nouns can have one of three genders. Understood? Perfectly. Thank you. So now the word structure. Word in Ukrainian simply consists of three types of parts. It's prefix, корень, suffix, and закінчення. In English it's like, I don't know how prefix is, I think it's prefix, but I don't know exactly. Prefix, root, suffix, and ending. So, and this is base of the word. This unchangeable part in one word, when we don't change the whole meaning. More or less. The suffixation is more used by, prefixation is more used by verbs, and suffixation is more used by nouns. So verbs use prefixation to mark aspect. So in Ukrainian there are 5 tenses. 5, not 3. When we do not hear the Ukrainians that are, yeah, English is very hard to learn. In Ukrainian there are only 3 tenses and in English there are 12. When you consider this, Ukrainian is much harder to learn than English. English is much easier. But yes, there are technically 3 tenses, but there are 2 stems for perfect and imperfect verbs. And when we use this, when we count these stems also in, so it will be 1 present tense, 2 past, and 2 future tenses, and also moods and such. So it would be even more than 5. So goodbye, see you in the next lessons.